All right, so this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. And for the Sagittarius that I'm speaking to today, I'm seeing that there may have been something really weighing you down in the sense of like a fear or a limiting belief system, and it's been kind of clouding your judgment with the Seven of Cups here. And so you've been kind of wrapped up in something, possibly wrapped up inside yourself, tangled up in your mind, something like that. So that's what Spirit wants to talk to you about today, and that's what this reading's going to be about. Now, before I continue and dive into the reading, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for receiving this reading. If you would like a personal reading, I do offer them, and you can email me. My email is down below in the description box. And if this reading resonates with you, please take a second to like and subscribe, as that helps me out a lot with the channel and connecting to other people. And I really appreciate it for those of you who do like and subscribe. Now, Sagittarius, you're moving through some tough waters. Like I said, your overall energy, the devil, you could be having some obsessive thoughts or just some mind loops that are hard for you to get out of here because we have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Swords. And I kind of just see you moving through it and doing your best to move through it. In the recent past with the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, you seemed really confident in yourself. You seemed like you were reaching a personal sense of happiness, stability, feeling like really confident about where you're headed, what you're about, if there are things that you're working on in your career or relationships in your life. You're just showing me a general sense of peace. But then with the Eight of Cups, it's almost like you leave that feeling behind and you kind of go down in energy. And in the current energy with the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Death card, it's sort of like that sense of stability and openness just kind of comes to a close here, and you start to get really nervous with the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups about finding your abundance, about fully believing in what you're doing and that everything's going to work out and that you're going to get what you want and you need here. And I do see that you are going to get it, but I see your belief in it sort of comes down. Let's start at the beginning here and let's look at the Nine of Pentacles in your energy in the past. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Chariot. So you're coming through with this energy of I can handle anything, I can tackle anything, I'm prepared. It's sort of a bring it on universe kind of energy. You're like, what's next? What are we doing next? What are we focusing on next? I'm ready to go, I'm raring to go. That's how you were feeling, at least on the flip side of this energy. Let's take a look at that Nine of Cups. The Nine of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands. There comes in this other energy. This could be other people, family members, friends, but people that you know, people that you would be around, that you'd be socializing with, where maybe something happened with them, maybe someone said something, or maybe there were a series of conversations or interactions that really led you to put your guard up. Whatever happened here, you're showing me sort of an immediate knee-jerk no sort of response to their energy, or a feeling of I don't like that, or I can't trust these people. And it happens kind of suddenly, of like it just isn't really feeling good around these people. For some of you, you might have felt trapped or boxed in these relationships, and so that makes sense why you're showing this Eight of Cups, this feeling of I just want to get a move on and leave this behind. Let's take a look at that. For the Eight of Cups, you get the Ace of Wands, the Knight, the King of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. You're gaining clarity on what it is that's next for you by seeing what it is that you don't like. And that could be friends that you're around, family that you're around, maybe people you share a home with, maybe coworkers, maybe just friends that you've outgrown. But you're kind of showing me, I know that I need something new, and I know that I need it to be something that gives to me and nourishes me in a way that whatever this was probably does not. You're also possibly showing me an element of money for some people, an element of coin, finances, feeling like I need money to leave this situation or to enter the next phase. That's for some of you, not all of you. And so there's something here about your finances, your relationships, and also, your desires for your next step, all kind of being wrapped up in one another and being linked. Let's take a look at your current energy. Something here is coming to a close. Let's take a look. For the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands. Whatever is going on in this situation that you find yourself in, your energy for it, your capacity for it is decreasing. You're saying it's becoming too hard to kind of hold on and wait for the next thing. I need to start making some decisions about what I'm doing next, how I'm going to leave this situation behind. There's something here that comes through as very heavy, very burdensome for you. And you're starting to feel a little bit trapped within whatever that feeling is. Let's take a look at the Knight of Cups in the center of your reading. You're coming through as hopeful. There could be some relationship around you that feels very hopeful, that really opens you up, something that makes you excited for new beginnings. Maybe this is someone that you're working with. For many of you, I see this being like a love connection or a close friend, but it brings in a new beginning for you, or it sort of represents this is the next place that I'm going to go. So for some of you, this could be like a best friend that you're traveling with. For others of you, this could be a partner that you're moving in with. This could even be a pet for some of you, who kind of represents that soulmate connection, and you're like, wherever I go, I'm bringing this pet. But for many of you, I am seeing that this is someone or something that really speaks to you and opens you up, and with it, it gives you a sense of determination around, I can make new things happen and I can jump into new beginnings. Now, with that comes the closing of a cycle. We have the Death card and the World's card, but along with that is sort of this question with the Seven of Cups, the Page of Swords. How am I going to make that happen? What's going to happen next? What's the transition of that going to look like? As I close out the door of this part of my life and move on to the next part, how do I kind of make that happen, or how do I envision that? There's some type of question there, and I see that could be what you're getting really stuck on, is sort of this fear around where you're at and where you're going, and kind of going from one place to the next. This seems like a good time to talk about your oracle cards for today. We have Abundance, We Are the World, and Consciousness. So Spirit kind of wants you to remember to kind of get out of your head and remember that there's more out there than you might be seeing in your immediate surroundings. For some of you, you might be staying inside a lot, or you might be staying in one environment a lot, or you're getting really comfortable in one environment. And Spirit's saying with We Are the World and Abundance, there's so much more out there waiting for you if you could only stay connected to it and remember that it's there. I'm particularly connected to, in this Consciousness card, we have an image of the Buddha, and his third eye is lit up. It's sort of the brightest thing in the card. It's like a North Star sort of image. And there's something here about always recentering and remembering on a higher level that there's more out there for you, that there's abundance, that there's connection waiting for you, that there's experiences that you're still yet to have, and you don't have to be so bogged down in whatever the circumstances are that you find yourself in right now. Basically, it's just temporary. Now let's take a look at what is stressing you out specifically with the Nine of Swords here. Something about making it happen. Yeah, there's this feeling of like, I don't know if I can make it happen. I don't know if I can trust that things are going to come together. The universe is very much there supporting you with the Ace of Cups. There's a very big rush of supportive energy around you. Now, for those of you who are like, I don't have that in my life currently, or I don't have supportive people around me, it may not be that. It may be a sense of spiritual support. Your spiritual team might be making things happen for you every day, and you're just taking them for granted because you don't really realize that your spiritual team is there. But whoever it is, there is support around you, and you get stressed out when you become disconnected from that support. You may convince yourself that you don't actually have support, things aren't actually working out in your favor, when actually everything that you're working on, everywhere that your energy goes with this Eight of Pentacles, you're actually building something quite good for yourself, and you are manifesting quite a bit through almost like sheer hard work. But you might not even realize that it's about to pay off. Yeah, there's some pain that you carry with you, even as you work towards the future and you step every day towards the future. There's quite a bit of pain there that seems to be held onto within your energy, and you might not even realize that you're holding onto it because it's just become a part of how you move through the world or how you think about things. But that pain, it could be kind of blocking you from really connecting deeply to the present moment, to what it is that you're working on, and more than that, to what's coming next. And it's like, you can work as hard as you want, you can, meditate and connect to your spirit guides every day, but if you're holding on to a pain like that, and you're just convincing yourself that it's not going to work out, then that might be the case for you. At least in how you're perceiving things. Now, the ironic thing with this is you're sort of staying in this lower vibrational energy when you believe that nothing good is coming towards you, but there's a lot of love and abundance that's trying to reach you here with the Ace of Cups. It's kind of just a matter of reaching out towards it and believing that it's coming towards you. If someone's giving you a gift and you have your eyes closed, you're not going to know necessarily that it's there, even if it's right in front of your face. So that's kind of the energy that I have here. Let's take a look at that Ace of Cups for you. The King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands. This is the energy of everything kind of lining up for you if you step into your positivity and your confidence. And I kind of see that this energy that I'm picking up on, where you start doubting and you get scared and you feel blocked off and you're holding on to pain, I think that's just a temporary energy that you kind of slip into every now and then. I don't think for many of you that you're constantly dealing with this, mental burden, but it is in the back of your mind, and it's going to come up from time to time until it gets dealt with. And so there's kind of this reminder from Spirit with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. You are moving along on your life path. You're moving towards the things that are meant for you. And I see everything aligning. It's sort of just out of reach. And the thing that blocks you is this pain that you hold on to. And it could be sort of a number of things, like throughout your life or throughout your past, that have kind of accumulated. Like, it's not just like one breakup or one thing that you think you failed at or something like that. It could be a number of things that over time have led you to believe that things are just always going to be hard, or that you're never going to align with what you need. But it's funny because you are aligning. You're right there with that energy, even as you kind of hold it away from you. So this is a good example of remembering that you have the power to create your own reality, and that if you're slipping into negativity and anxiety, it might be a sign that you just need to take your foot off the gas for a second and recenter and remember who you are, and that your past doesn't define you. Let's get 3 cards of advice from the universe, and then we'll close out your reading. The Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, Judgment. Make the conscious decision, Sagittarius, to allow yourself to relax about the things that you can't control. Whatever's going on in your environment, that thing that's sort of poking its thorn in your side, and is sort of difficult, give yourself the permission to slow down and relax when that comes up. It's sort of like, have you ever heard that, like, when you're sinking into quicksand, you're not supposed to struggle, because if you struggle, you'll actually sink faster, and what you're supposed to do is relax, because that makes it like slows down the way that you sink or something like that. That's kind of the energy that I'm seeing here, is if you would just sort of relax in your flailing, you might realize the path out is easier than you think. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helps. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you next time.